I think we're probably going to see quite a bit of anthracnose stalk rot showing up this year, partly because of the growing season that we had. What anthracnose needs is you need the inoculum early in the season, shortly after the seedling stage, with enough moisture taken into the plant. Once you have it in the plant, then later on in the season, when you start to get cannibalization of the stalk, the disease goes ahead and infects the entire plant and can kill the plants prematurely. What's going to cause cannibalization this year, I think, is we've had a lot of cloudy days. We have plenty of moisture. We've got good grain kernel numbers, but now we have limited sunlight to fill the kernels, so it's going to have to start pulling it out of the stalks. Yeah, it's actually a native trait that we've identified in corn, and we're incorporating that into some of our germplasm. We're looking at several experimental hybrids this year that have the trait. What we typically see with it is it raises the anthracnose stalk rot score of the hybrid by about 1 or 2 points on our scale. So if a hybrid was typically, or in the past was rated a 4 for anthracnose stalk rot, this would probably raise it to a 5 or a 6, which is quite an improvement for that trait. I think at harvest time you'll see mainly 2 advantages. One of them is plants that go ahead and mature all the way rather than dying early. If they mature all the way, you're putting that much more starch into the kernels instead of just the plant dying and shutting down early. The other thing is reduced harvest losses. If you don't have a lot of anthracnose and other stalk rots that have killed the plant and are deteriorating the stalks, farmers are able to get it into the combine and eventually get it into their bins. Stalk rot's always been a major focal point with our corn breeders. Yield is the #1 thing that drives their advancement decisions, but after that comes stalk and root strength, drought tolerance. Those are very important traits, and so the yield isn't worth much if you can't get it into the bin, and you have to have good stalks and roots in order to get the crop into the bin.